All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, That's the True Inferno. Back at it with another throwback tunes on another Thursday. This one is unique to say the least. So, I am reviewing Totally Krossed with a K, Totally Krossed Out by Kris Kross. You heard me right. So, yeah, the two little boys back in the day who came out with that song, Jump, Jump. Yeah. I'm reviewing that album, and guess what? That song is in this album. So this joint came out March 31st, 1992, and it was recorded from 1991 up to 1992, and it was done under Rough House Records and Columbia Records. So the producers involved, really there was only one producer, and that's Jermaine Dupri. Not a big fan of Jermaine Dupri, but that's another story for another day. In fact, he got an album that I can review, so I could say that for next week in the rest. But anywho, here we go. So let's get on with this one right here. So the album itself, this was actually, out of all the albums that they have done, this is actually their most successful one. So this joint did make the charts. It was #1 in both the US Billboard 200 charts and in the US Top R&B Albums chart. But this is not R&B, which is weird. But even though they're kids, this is not R&B. But that's beside the point. And by the end of the decade, it was number 90th on the US Billboard Top 200. And that's not all. It did get some, it did make some other charts as well. It was 7th out in Australia. It was, the heck is it? Okay. 33rd in Austria. It was 30th in Sweden. Yeah, and 31st in the UK. And it did get some certifications. It got gold in Australia, triple platinum in Canada, and 5 times platinum in the United States, which is pretty crazy. So like I said, out of all, they got 3 albums now. This is their best one, their most successful one without question. So let's take a look at the tracks. So, okay, this one is interesting because there's 15 tracks. Now we got an intro, we got an outro, and we got a skit, and there's a song that's like 1 minute and 58 seconds long, so I can't really call it a song. So there's like 4 tracks on here that's like skit level. Yeah, we just call it that, skits level. But either way, I'm going to give you guys the top 3 and not the top 5. And actually 2 of these tracks, I'll get more of it later. So yeah, the first track is called Intro Interview. So there you go. And then the second track is the one that you all know, that we all know and love and criticize and ridicule, but at the same time we will bang in the club or whatever. Jump. It's not called Jump Jump. It's just flat out called Jump. All right. So yeah, we all know about that one. That's actually their first single off of this album. Next up is Warming Up, which is their second single off this album. Next up is, oh wait, my bad. No, that's their 4th track off this album. The 3rd track off this album is Lil Boys in the Hood. So Lil apostrophe Boys in the DA Hood. Then it's Warming Up, which is the second single off this album. Track number 5 is called The Ray of Rhyme, followed by Party. Track number 7 is called We're in the House, as in DA, not TAHE or anything like that. Track number 8 is called A Real Bad, okay, and that's the skit, We in the House. Track number 8 is called A Real Bad Dream. That's the one in question. They actually do spit some bars in this one, but it's like 1 minute and 58 seconds long, so that's the one right there. Track number 9 is called It's a Shame. That's the 4th and final single off this album, followed by Can't Stop the Bum Rush. Oh wow, they spelled the T-H-E, shocker. Track number 11 called You Can't Get With This, followed by I Miss the Buzz, which is the 3rd single off this album, and again they spelled the with T-H-E. Then track number 13 is called Outro, but that's not the end of the album. Track number 14 is called Party, and then in parentheses, Cross, K with a K, Cross Mix. And then track number 15 is called Jump, and then in parentheses, the extended mix. So, yeah, there you go with that. And basically, the Jump, the original song and the extended mix, they basically the same beat. A little bit more were added to the extended mix. I'll get more on that later, and you know, all that stuff. So let's talk about the singles. We may talk about that extended mix in this one. Jump. So this joint came out February 6, 1992. This is the debut, well, what do you call this, the debut single? This is their debut album, so it's the first single from the day. I mean, you could. But anywho, oh gosh, okay, I'm afraid to look. Well, the charts ain't bad, because they were mentioning international charts and things like that. I'm thinking to myself, oh gosh, There's gonna be a bunch of accolades I have to read off, but no, not really. Now, let's see. Here's a little bit of an interesting note. Chris Daddy Kelly and Chris. Oh wow, so, hold up. So both of their real names are actually Chris, like C-H-R-I-S. So Chris Daddy Kelly and Chris Daddy Mac Smith were only 12 and 13 years old when they recorded this song, which was written and produced by Jermaine Dupri. It was the fastest selling single in 15 years and stayed on top of the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 weeks. So that's very interesting. And let's see, the song samples I Want You Back by the Jackson 5, Funky One by Ohio Players, Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers, Midnight Theme by Manziel, Escapism by James Brown, Saturday Night by Schoolie D, and a replay of OPP by Naughty by Nature. Wow, interesting there. Oh, so here's a little bit of interesting note for those you don't know. At the beginning of the song, they diss another kid group, Another Bad Creation, when Chris Daddy Kelly said, and I quote, "Don't try to compare us to another bad little fad." Wow, okay. That's very interesting. Now, the original song's introduction contained a sample of Another Bad Creation song, Playground, which was followed by a scratching sound, giving the effect that their record was being taken off to play Jump. This was soon removed due to copyright infringement. Wow, that's very interesting. I did not know that. Matter of fact, Another Bad Creation, ABC. Should I review that? That's no story for another day. All right, let's look at the singles. So it was 7 in Austria, 3rd on the Belgium Ultra Top 50 Flanders, and didn't make the other Belgian charts. Thank you. It was 11 in the Canada Top Singles chart, and it made 2 more Canada charts as well. In fact, it was 2nd in the Canada Dance chart and 2nd in the Denmark chart, 5th in France, 2nd in Germany, 5th in Italy, 2nd in the Netherlands, and in Norway, and in Sweden, and on the UK singles charts, 13th in the US Dance Club Songs charts, and 2nd in the US Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs charts, and it was number 1 in the following: out in Australia, Canada singles charts, Europe, Finland, Ireland, New Zealand, Switzerland, UK, the US Billboard Hot 100, and the US Hot Rap Songs chart. By the end of the year, 1992, it was 12th in Australia, 18th in the Germany. Oh, okay, the official German charts. Okay, never mind. 20th in the Dutch Top 40, 8th in New Zealand, 28th in the Swiss Singles charts, and 3rd in the US Billboard Hot 100. So let me set that stage for you real quick. This joint came out February 6, 1992, and it was number 1 when it first dropped. And by the end of the year, on US Billboard Hot 100, and by the end of the year, it was 3rd. Wow. Now, I don't know if it was number 1 for that many months, and then it slowly dropped from 1st to 3rd by the end of the year, or it could have fluctuated, like it was 1st, and then went down to number 7, and then it went down to 28, but by the end of the year, it climbed back up to, that could happen, so. But yeah, moving on. By the end of the decade, it was 23rd on the US Billboard Hot 100, which is crazy. And on the all-time charts, it was 540th on the US Billboard Hot 100. And it was silver. It got certification silver in France and double platinum in the US. So France, it got like 125,000 copies sold. In the US, it was like 2 million. That's in May 19, 1992. And of course, there's a music video for this as well. And also, I just want to point out that there was no mention of the extended mix in this info regarding this single. So we're gonna move on. The next single is called Warm It Up. So this joint came out June 4th, 1992. And this track also made the chart. And if I recall correctly, I believe there was a music video for this song as well. So let's take a look at this real quick. And it was 21st in Australia and in Belgium Ultra Top 50 Flanders, 4th in Canada, 19th in Finland, 44th in France, 22nd in Germany, 16th in Ireland, 21st in the Netherlands, 3rd in New Zealand, 34th in both Sweden and Switzerland, 14th in the UK single charts, 13th in the US Billboard Hot 100, 3rd in the US Billboard Hot R&B singles. It's not #1 in the US Billboard Hot Rap Singles, and 23rd in the US Billboard Hot Dance Club Play track. And by the end of the year, 92, it was 36th out in New Zealand and 65th for the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. Now, another thing I want to note is that it was their second consecutive top 15 hit release from the album. And yeah, there you go with that. And let's move on to the next single from this album, which is called I Missed the Bus. Now, there is a music video for this as well. And this is the third single off the album that dropped September 3rd, 1992. Let's see. The song was written and produced by Jermaine Dupri, obviously, and it contains samples from the song Keep Your Eye on the Sparrow, which was performed by Sammy Davis Jr. So, again, there was a music video for this one. Let's see, any bit of controversy? No controversy. It comes out as like a horror movie vibe, the music video that is. All right, let's take a look at the charts. It was 95th in Australia, 46th in the Netherlands, 28th in New Zealand, 63rd in the US Billboard Hot 100, 29th in the US Billboard Hot R&B Singles, and 14th on the US Billboard Hot Rap Singles chart. Now let's move on to the fourth and final single of this album, which is called It's a Shame. This joint came out January 12th, 1993, which is weird because their second album came out that year, but whatever. And if memory serves me correctly, I don't think there was there was a music video for this one, but it was, if you try looking on YouTube, yeah, it's been blocked in the US. So if you're in a different country, you can see it, but here, no. And it did not make the charts, this one. Wait, no, actually, no, it did make the charts. So let's see, it did not chart on the Billboard Hot 100, but it was 11th on the Billboard Hot Rap Singles charts, and 55th on the Hot R&B/Hip Hop Songs charts, and 31st in the UK Singles charts. So yeah, there you go with that. So with all of that out the way, let me give you guys my favorite tracks from worst to first. So first of all, let's start off with the three tracks rather that didn't, that was not actual songs. A Real Bad Dream, that's the one that I talked about that was like a minute 58 seconds long. It's a song, but it was too short, so I guess you could, again, it was, what is it called? Skit like that. And the beat was straight for that one. We're in the House, that's the other skit. That one, the beat for that one was straight as well. But the outro, the beat was really cool though. Alright. So Party is the worst song off this album. And the Cross Mist, it sounds almost the same. So I'm bundling those up together. Sounds like a late 80s, early 90s R&B beat, which is ironic because this is not an R&B album. The melody is straight, tempo is really cool, but delivery, like how they deliver the lyrics, is slow. The kick is straight, the snare is cool though, the track overall is straight, that's it. Next up, you can't get with this. The tempo is a bit too slow, melodies are cool, bass is cool, kicks are cool, snares are cool, tracks is cool. One thing I do want to point out is like there is a nearly consistent theme of the melodies or the beats within each track changing and switching up and things of that nature. And this is one of them right here. Moving on. Can't Stop the Bum Rush. The tempo is really cool, bass is cool, melodies are cool, kicks are cool, snares are cool, overall the track is cool. So there you go, that's another example right there. The Ray of Rhyme. The tempo is a bit too slow, the beat changes, there you go, right there. Melody is cool, bass is cool, kicks are cool, snares are cool, overall the track is cool. I Missed the Bus. The tempo is cool, melody is cool, bass is cool, but could be better. The kick is straight, the snare is really cool, and it's almost made this whole beat. Overall the track is cool. Then we got Little Boys in the Hood, excuse me. Sounds like something NWA or Eazy-E, maybe even Ice Cube back in the day could use. The melody changes a lot, but all of them are cool. The 808s and kicks are cool. The snare and the claps are cool. Track is cool. The beat play when they were talking though is really cool. And they try to sound hard in this one, which is pretty funny. Alright, let me give you guys my top 3 tracks off this album. The best track off this album is Warm It Up. The tempo is cool, melody is cool. The other melody though is dope. The bass is cool, kick is cool. The other kick is really cool. The snare is cool. Sound like a beat. Sound like it's weird because it sound like the beat I was using that Goof Punch song. So if you've seen My Brother and Me, you may recall like a little short skit in that show called Goof Punch. Like it was in one of those episodes. And the beat from that skit sounds like this one, Warm It Up, which is pretty funny. Overall, the track is really cool nevertheless. Second best track off this album is Jump. Yeah, this is a classic. The lack of a bass hurts a little bit. The melody is really cool. Tempo's really cool. Kick is cool. Snare's really cool. The track is really cool. And again, with the extended mix, I'm bundling that up with the original because it's basically the same beat, but they added more mixes and scratches. It sounded better though, but it still kept it at the number 2 spot. The best track off this album is It's a Shame. The sample was used right here, almost sound like something NWA/EGs could use. The melody/sample is really cool. The bass is straight. The kick is cool though. The snare is cool. The melody/sample made this beat. The track is really cool. This is why I say this is nowhere near an R&B track. Like, they really trying to style hard. Like, one of the earlier lines in this song was, and I quote, a 14-year-old kid put a 9 to his head. I'm like, what? So, yeah, there you go with that. It's a Shame. Best track off this album. Now, here's another shame, though. No pun intended, but there's no professional rating. Well, okay, I see one. So, the Village Voice, Robert Christoph from the Village Voice, he gave the album an A-, which is interesting. And let's see. That's pretty much it in terms of reviews. No, that's not true. So, AllMusic Steve Huey gave the album 4 out of 5 stars and said that Dupri, quote, delivers a catchy, pop-friendly batch of tracks that manage to stay pretty consistently engaged, perhaps in part because they are short. I don't know about pop-friendly, but okay. But yeah, that's it for the professional reviews. So, or professional ratings, whatever. So what do I think about this album? Man, they really try to sound hard in this album. Like, they really did back in the day. There was like 12, 13, 14, things like that. They really try to sound really hard, man. But some of those beats was pretty cool. They were pretty dope. I'm not going to front. So, I'm going to give this album a 3.25 out of 5 stars. I will recommend that you stream it. Don't buy a physical copy unless you really a big fan of something like that. You want to do a collection or something. I definitely would recommend you download it. So stream it will be fine. So yeah, if you can find it most of the full album on YouTube or whatever music streaming service there is. I recommend that. But yeah, that's basically it. 3.25 out of 5 stars. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is the new Jake Ashby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.